Divine evenings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, seekers of truth, sojourners of truth. All you light warriors are out there. I'm specifically speaking to my light warriors because we are at our stations. We should all be at our battle stations right now, or I should say our love stations right now, for this love wave, for the third wave, I should say, of the 5D frequency that we have coming in. So this is your girl, Akila Textry. I am conscious chakra. I'm coming in with the conscious chakras right now. Always aligned with these chakras. But today, I really want to talk to you about the instructions for the 5D consciousness, the instructions for the three wave, this third wave, or any waves for that matter. These are just instructions for what we should be doing. If you are involved in doing anything with the light grid right now, we should be amplifying our energy, the light grid activation, so to speak. So these waves come in to help us, weave and stitch this a little bit more tighter to help with the energetic seal, which was done on 22222, February 22nd, 2022. So with that, and those of us who have been doing the work, first wave, second wave, we've sealed the energetic grid. We've been building our communities because communities are coming together. And now in the third wave, we're going to see a rise of the interconnectivity, the social interconnectivity. A lot of people are going to be finding their soul tribes. So this is a big part of this. So with that said, let me go ahead and give you the instructions for what we could be doing. Well, for one, we're going to definitely be manifesting. This is why we work with the manifestation of the new moon. These waves would generally be coming with the new moon. So every time a new moon is coming, you should be preparing to jump on a wave, whether you're in a community or you're doing it by yourself. Either way, I do it. I have a community that we do it with. We have our little local light grid tribe that we're working on our part of the light grid, and you're welcome to join. Like I always said, if you're interested, I'll put the information down below. But even if you're doing it by yourself, here are some things that we need to know. So the three major things I always talk about is, first and foremost, make sure that you are fasting in some way, shape, or form. Two is removing yourself from low vibrational person, places, or things because it will pull you down. And three is to raise your vibrations as high as you can to the highest frequency. So this is definitely something that I want us to focus on as the major instructions that's been given to me from the first wave on out. Other instructions will be, of course, following the 7 days creative process, which helps with the manifestation, because that is what we're doing. We're manifesting this new earth ourselves, individually and collectively, but we all have to do our individual part. So with that said, let me break down the reason why we're doing the fasting, because a lot of people ask me why. The fasting is really to help you adjust to the frequency, because we have to understand, as you're raising your frequency and raising your vibrations, your cells are vibrating, your cells are raising their vibrations as well, and they're intelligent. Your cells are very intelligent. So you then have to change your diet to help these cells, help your molecular structure, because it is changing according to how your vibrations are going. And the more it reaches up into the grid, the light grid that's coming down, the light field, the energetic field that is not just above us, but all through us. Think of it as waves, just like radio waves and internet waves, all of that. Think of it like that. It's energetic waves, and it goes through your cells. So to help you balance through all of this and have a better transition, not just mentally, but also physically, biologically, because your cells are changing, your cells are moving with the vibration. So to help you maneuver through it, to help you mesh with it, it is better for you to fast, so that therefore your body can do the adjustments that it needs to do. And your body is already telling you some things, so please pay attention to the things that you no longer like. So with that said, decline. So with that said, okay, sorry for the pause, but I was getting a call. Pay attention to the things that you no longer like, the things that your taste buds, you're just not into anymore. Focus on, if your body's rejecting certain things, it's not for you anymore. These are things you need to let go of food wise. Now, also, we need to be fasting from certain behaviors and old habits that no longer serve our highest good. Again, if you're raising your vibrations, these things no longer match you anymore. So you're fighting a piece to fit that no longer fits. You're fighting to fit in a suit that you no longer fit anymore. So what it is you have to now realize and recognize that this is no longer me, and let it go. Do without it. So practice fasting from it. Even if it's something that people are used to you doing, you have to wise up now and say, hey, this is no longer me. This is not what I'm about anymore. So fasting from that will help you also transition, as you know that you have to make new decisions right now. Your allegiance and your alliance, it has to be with the 5D earth consciousness, the love frequency, and it's all vibration. This is all energetic. Whether you're aware of it or not, this is what it is. So it's either you get on board or you go against the tide and let the currents pull you, or however it looks. But either way, I'm just telling you the instructions to help you mesh with it. The second thing is, of course, removing yourself from low vibrational person, places, or things, because they will pull you down. They will drag you down. They will bring you into low vibrations of anger, fear. They will easily be able to trigger you. Things that you are working on, karmic cycles that you are working to get over, to elevate your soul. They will pull you back into that, because it's like a whirlpool. So what we want to do is we want to remove ourselves from these places so they do not have reach or range to be able to pull at us and tug at us. And the third thing is, of course, raising your frequency to the highest degree, whatever that looks like for you. Cycling, writing, singing, exercising, salt bath, using your crystals. There's so many things, but think about what makes you feel really good and at your highest, and do that thing. Because also that is going to help as you're raising your vibrations. There's different ways that you're raising your vibrations, but when you're doing something you love with joy and happiness, that just sends off another tone of vibrations, and it raises you to the 10th degree. So doing these things is going to help your light emanate and vibrate that much more higher, at a higher frequency, so that you can attach to the light grid, so you can help stitch the light grid and help be that light for others that are trying to get in the light grid, or the light grid is trying to get to them. So either way, all of this helps. If you're not in a group and you're doing this individually, it still helps. So practice it. Practice any of these things that I just said to you, as well as working on your manifestations. And I can try to post that below, but if not, look out for the video that I'm going to post on it. I'm going to do it at the same time as this, but it's about manifestations, and it's going to be the 7 steps in the creative process for manifestations. And that's very important. That is something we need to work with every wave, with every new moon that comes, as we're manifesting. Because as you're doing the work individually, you're also helping the collective of the 5D consciousness, even if you're not in a group. So just you working on you, because that's where it starts anyway. So just you working on you are helping with the light grid. So light workers, light warriors, light up, wise up. This is your time. This is our time to be at our stations and doing what we do best. And yes, I know it's not always easy, but it's okay. Just be ready and be prepared, and be ready to always up your vibrations. Raise your frequency, raise your vibrations, and raise your frequency to the highest degree. Each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out, and be the candle that lights the next one, and the next one, and the next one, because you are the light. Peace, love, and light.